Here we are. Welcome, Knights. Another episode. A bit of a week. Hopefully, we get through the first deadline. Because all I've done was much exploring and not doing the actual story. But hopefully, we get through it today. When the ad breaks are going. So, for YouTube, you'll be with Prime on Twitch. Let's get into the game. I have to switch. So it actually shows. That's humans. Maybe I just keep I put that over there. Lock myself. This is the game capture. Alright. The volume. Alright. Why is the controller that why is there we are. Okay. So let me just look at the party. I am a bit level higher. Over 16. I don't know what level I'm supposed to be. We've got Stroll in the front, and ZU and Hulkenberg in the back. I have done a bit of exploring. I also completed the hunt. Beat the guitars. Their dungeon. It's something to do. So I'm like, what can I do with the very little amount of days I have? I know. Let's go towards do that quest so I can actually. How's this? How do I go? Oh wait. Meow. I did the quest because I'm like, I could easily do this. My little kind of leveling thing. Surprisingly, was not as difficult as I thought it would. Because it did say that the dungeon is stronger than the catacombs I was supposed to go into. So if I can beat that dungeon. Where am I going? Oh yeah, here we are.
You.
What if the issue we discussed earlier? Here is thought. Be the roots. Tell the details inside. Let's go.
Mission accomplished, then. You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well. I thank you.
Let's go. Gotta igniter, courage, and some money. I got a lot of money.
Right.
That didn't go up high.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. Should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out. By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me? I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise.
I can get by. I have almost $30,000 in my pockets.
But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages. Have you made up your mind?
I accept.
All right, I accept.
Because I do like
A
money.
wise choice.
Game.
Fine then. You seem determined enough.
Why is my controller keep disconnecting? Oh, dog.
You heard nothing just now, right?
Right.
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best. It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard. If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences. Then we have a deal.
And a new bond has been unlocked.
The trader and iconoclast,
Oh,
Brigitte.
the merchant class. Oh,
Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant. Nurture thy bond.
let's go. That was the thing that I read about.
Interesting.
Let's
Perhaps
study
it
the
does have hidden
And
depths.
now there's the magic social Spanish shop. There on the. Now study the merchants. Buy things.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Let's go. I have no idea.
Please, just if you could help. Fancy a bit of.
Do you have me?
Yeah.
You're a big help. Next up is...
But you asked most, right? Knows all the ins and outs.
Oh, right!
And make a few. Oh, let's.
No.
Exactly.
As far as positioning seems to just your planets. Oh, doing it.
You did it!
Oh, it's smooth.
All right.
But grass. I wonder what that does. Exactly.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Close to.
Tis nearly time.
Some of the files are dead with us and thought it was calamity. Horrible. Can't let that happen. Stop that. Days left until day plan. Okay. Oh. We're gonna go after it.
There's no time.
That's
right.
alright. Cheaper.
What's happening?
Oh yeah.
Would be a lifesaver.
Stop at the
Stop that at once!
shops.
What'll I do?
Hey,
So we're all
Hello there.
powered up. Oh yeah, I need. buy one of
Yeah.
that. Cooling staff. Silver meat. Staff applies the power of ice. Okay. That's actually nice. Because then if I come across
What'll I do?
the
Gone to shite this.
boss deadline, we can just ice
This is
that.
unfair.
Like that. I can sell. Oh yeah, oh, it's 400 HP. Burn. Yeah, the inventory. Oh yeah, highest. Book cover ignite it enables multi-target cover mage devotion. Does that mean
Gone to shite this has. What now?
uh, okay, I'll
Ow, camel pig.
oh wait. Oop. I want
What can I do?
by clicking on the stick to run, but nope, that's not how you run.
And what is it?
I guess we'll stop at the
What can I do? What are you playing at?
Awful.
Just
speed. Stop at the igniter shop. That got
Ridiculous.
an animal cool. Catacombs.
the royal guard is sloppy, aren't
I'm
they?
just incredulous.
Should also stop at the
Damn it.
mobile one
Why, you little
merchant.
bastard.
They might have more MP recoveries.
Welcome.
Allowed to purchase matches, potions. Get a
You have my thanks.
rest goes. Friendship now makes. I got nothing. Okay, so we got. Okay, this is expensive. Okay, a multi-target fire, ice, electric, wind, light, dark. Okay. This is supposed to be 20% off. This is like 1,030. Okay. A lot of money.
You little bastard, you.
Oh, so.
I'm just incredulous.
The rear guard is sloppy.
Hang on a minute.
Meow.
The
Meow.
rear guard is sloppy.
But my comrades in arms are still in.
Got a special.
But my comrades
The
in
rear
arms.
guard is sloppy.
Hang on a minute, you.
There we go.
Heading out.
No, we'll just
Got it.
What do you think?
Let's go.
Then
Yes, let's travel.
Where to?
Uh, I think it's.
Okay.
I think it's the chamber I want. Oh yes.
found us. Get ready, everyone.
Gotta remember the controls.
I knew you could do it.
X. My attack.
This is bad. They're onto us.
What?
Yeah, nice work.
We're fine. Maybe. Okay, no, that's just. Yeah. Probably just- I have like. Seems. A 160.
Yep. We did it. Huh?
Don't tell me.
Wait, yes, those. These three guards who came down. That's right. I remember. Gotta be- Like, draw got. Plus connections again. Where's the gift?
No.
Alright, yeah. Whatever. I've seen this. Okay. I don't remember what they were weak to. But I got more skills.
Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
Okay, weakness ice. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so that is probably for all allies. Okay, I could switch Hulkenberg to different
Let justice
thing then.
prevail. Not now. Comrades, lend me your strength.
this.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
And the middle one we now that I got
Brace yourselves!
2 of them in the back.
Are you prepared? You'll
Punch.
be just. Prepare yourself. Vitus power.
Ice! Hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain! Together!
Not this. Shine!
Yes.
Give up and face your ruler. Take that. One left, Louise.
Ooh, got a crit. Oh, that's perfect.
Ridiculous. Let's go.
It burns!
Don't underestimate me.
Vulcanburg's been burned. She gets
Oh,
hit, she's in
power
big
of
trouble.
heroes!
Oh, that does. That's.
I will not let you die.
Thanks. My thanks. With these fists, I strike for justice. I call upon royal power within. Tougher than I thought.
Mage! Ice!
They got me.
Ooh, we got past them.
Okay, I've acquired a new power.
Cool. I can get rid of stats effects now. Actually,
Got it.
just prepare ourselves before we go in. I'm already prepared,
You
strong.
see? What now?
Skill. Let me save. So I don't.
Yep.
Oil portrait. I'm gonna finally land.
Yes.
We're off.
Be on our way. And we'll see. Safely. And my controller went off. There we go. I saw the change.
Watch out!
Alright, well, orb.
They found us!
This could be our chance.
Jump on them!
Let's give this all we've got.
Everyone, go!
I'll crush you. Tougher than I thought.
It's okay.
Come forth, royal soul.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone! I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. I'd say we're evenly matched.
Oh yeah, I'll
Which
up
means
all 60.
you got this.
What are you doing?
Oh,
They'll need more
okay.
than this.
And they're targeting him!
Is that all?
Here they come. Ruler. Take that.
What?
Freeze.
Hit their weakness! That's your opening,
Justice
Captain!
prevail! Healing arms. That helped.
I owe you. Eat this. Stop resisting. Let it not.
Done! You
Don't
took advantage of
underestimate
footwork,
me.
Stroll.
won't hold back. Better be. Let's set it up. Strike true. Ice.
That's your opening, Captain.
What?
Allies, together!
Let's do this.
And that's that! Victory's ours!
Ah,
Looks like we're safe for now.
ah.
Found the bounty.
This is.
Fortress.
Speaking of,
Fortress is the castle hung on the ground.
fine.
Fortress discarded in the Lord Luke. What was his name?
No.
Only in passing. Were these randomly mentors? In my knighthood, he was an army engineer. Magically, and far from Asked one of no favors, though failing. Saw a pagans with eyes.
However,
Only lose saw potential as powers and so bastards. That is devoted Lewis. Across the street. Out of sheer worship. Door falling been abandoned.
That should
The board painting. Door. Push the pots over.
Let's push through. A preemptive strike.
stay calm, everyone.
Let's make an end of it. No. You can't run. Gotta try hard. Let's set it up.
Hold nothing back.
smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Unscathed triumph.
That was the last of them. How's that? Our usual tactics should work. You can't run! Let's work together.
Tis
Too
yours.
ice.
Tis too late.
The
I
captain
stand
took
ready.
one down.
Join with me.
Let my power support you.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Good.
I'm eager to see you use that.
Electric.
There are some enemies left.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. Give it my all. Let's go. After me. Eat this. Let's set it up.
That's ice.
Hold nothing back.
They don't want to.
One left. Keep it up.
That's your opening, Captain.
Still standing, I
Only
see.
one left. Finish
Are you
them all.
prepared?
Perfect punch.
They got me.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
That'll do.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being. Let us settle this.
Stay calm, everyone.
Taking out their
You can't
ward
run.
just so I can get the free hit in.
I'm all
Sucks. As a mage.
Freeze.
That's your opening, Captain.
Blade in hand. I will not let you die.
Thanks.
Heal everybody.
Helpful as ever. No holding back!
Bam.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
That'll do it.
Alright, how's that? This is our chance!
Looks like we
Forward!
got our move.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's set it up!
Tis yours.
Ridiculous! One left!
Keep it up!
That's your opening, Captain.
Heal up! Oh, Mystic Purge!
They got me!
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody. I think that's all of them.
Ah!
What? He's here!
Well, well. I truly didn't expect you to make it this high. I applaud your resilience, if nothing else.
The sanctuary was all but flooded with Magla. Zorba, was that your doing?
You've heard of me then? Well, considering Lord Luis's influence, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Tell us, those bizarre Magla crystals, they shouldn't naturally form in a place like this. Are you responsible for them?
Oh, you mean the Melancholia crystals? All I did was place a passable core or two along the path to make it easier for them to form.
Melancholia crystals.
Yes, little more than a parlor trick to block your path using the newly formed crystals. All magic is derived from motes of Magla. What you saw was just one possible crystallization of it. One that drives mortals to madness.
Speak sense. You claim this horrific aberration is something natural. That you had only the barest hand in its power?
Melancholia, pure and simple. The result of pure Magla at its most dense. Man or beast, any wretch who feels its power will go berserk. They'll see anyone as a threat. Some have their bodies harden like scales. Some their very bones twist inside them until they're something else entirely.
Melancholia, what are you trying to achieve? It's the scepter you're after, isn't it?
You certainly ask a lot of questions. I'm afraid I haven't the time for answers. There is much yet to prepare.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
You've done nothing but talk. Perhaps you should have listened instead.
Is this a piece of bone?
I had to find some use for the scattered pieces I couldn't animate into soldiers. And now I have 3 more fools to grind down for the pile.
Look out! Take cover!
Don't fancy our chances making it through that. What do you think?
Can we hit the bones back?
Maybe if we hit the bones hard enough?
No weapons that could hit them at such distance.
How about we fall back for now? There's not much we can do here.
I don't like it, but we've no other choice. Let's pull back.
It really has been one nuisance after another here. I suppose my crushing you will be the last lesson you learn. Come to me if you can!
That damned Zorba. He would go to such lengths to desecrate the Royals' legacies.
Damn frustrating to get stuck after coming this far. No other paths either. Are we just going to have to charge through?
We cannot evade such a barrage, nor will our armor protect us fully. There has to be a better way.
We could use a shield, or something close enough to it.
A shield?
Well, for lack of a shield proper, can you think of anything we might use?
The painting of Luis.
What? From the portrait hall?
Ah, of course! A marvelous gambit.
use the painting
If we
he's so
shield
worshipped.
ourselves with Luis's portrait, Zorba may well refuse to fire upon us.
But it's just a flimsy painting.
A painting that he took the trouble to protect, transport, and mount. If he truly worships Luis, might he not hesitate to shoot it?
Point taken. I suppose it's our best shot.
What? You degenerates! What?
Don't mind us. We've rubbish to dispose of.
Rubbish! You heathens! I'll pulverize you!
Try if you like. Be ashamed to destroy your Lord Luis's pretty face, though.
Ah, underhanded, treacherous little!
That's rich coming from you.
Silence! You witless incompetents! I can't tarry here any longer. I have important things to do. However, you defile Lord Luis with this blasphemy! You'll pay. I swear! I'll make you regret this!
Oh. So it's desecration when it comes to his lord, but the sanctity of the dead means nothing.
No kidding. We must be getting close. But
Forward.
Oh, it's good.
Right. Let's settle this quick.
everyone, go!
Ah! Not the right move. He did it!
I'll show you the. Let's set it up.
Electric?
He didn't
Oh, they
work.
block.
That didn't do a thing!
Well, luckily they're stunned.
Let justice prevail. Not comrade. Let it be
It's
on
up to
That
you
was
now.
by light.
One minute you'd beat them
Good.
all.
I shall fight as the noble I. You can't run!
I don't know what they're weak.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Fire because they just keep.
I think we're in the clear. Let's push through! Act fast, and we'll win this!
Quick, everyone, go!
You first.
It's okay. Let's work together.
Oh yeah, fire.
It is yours.
Burn.
Smooth finish. Great work,
Wow.
everyone.
80 all round.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Okay, so the money gets money.
Not bad. I feel stronger.
Let's go. I guess I'll go with them. Cause I am used.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Oh, took that in me.
How's that? Tis our opening.
Let's take them all out! Go for it!
I'm all prepared.
Hold nothing back.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Oh, that's a.
As long as we're careful, I think we'll be fine.
We strike first.
And we'll win this!
Oh my god, the trick quick damage against stunned enemies 100 times.
I shall vanquish evil!
I
You'll be dust!
think we can cut it.
It's okay. Lend
Yeah,
me your
the-
strength.
Go.
All went down in
That's the
one
spirit.
shot.
Power. Grant us.
With blade in hand. Oh, mystic curse.
I shall fight as the noble. No holding back!
Battle.
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
Twice.
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
That's your opening, Captain.
For this.
Healing us.
Thanks.
My thanks! Now, what's the play?
Throw
crush you! Not done yet.
Fight. Let's go. Free.
I stand ready. Worthy foe after all.
Summon.
3 enemies left. We can do this.
All yours.
Let's set it up.
Strike true.
You hit their weakness. That's your
Is everyone
opening,
all right?
Captain.
Allies, together. Not this skill. For all that we strive for. Still standing, I
With
see.
these fists, I strike for justice. You can't run. The end's in sight.
I will fight
always
with come
comes
forth, royal soul. Nice. Stay sharp. It's not over
Keep it
yet.
up.
Took one down. Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
They yet cling to
I
life.
shall fight as the... Ah!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Satisfactory.
I admit,
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Be careful. There's more of them.
Oh.
I don't think anything would be too tough.
no enemies I can see.
Another ankle hollow.
Ugh.
Go ahead. Save. An academia. See the cat.
Oh,
That's a good kitty.
ah, how good of you to come.
So this one.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see.
Nice.
To greater heights.
Oh. So that's so you get oh, it's just ah, okay. What's mentioned? Is weaken my damage one enemy. Find comment. The hood of Oh yeah, that's right. One of the things I read in PP recovery items was the worms. Debt collection. Steal a bag from one enemy. Ah. Oh, hit rate, but all hits still quick. Nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. So what is winning a small sum of money each time and okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Cycle. I have
You're coming.
seeing as I can't do the thing that I thought I was going to do, give Hulkenberg Mage, and then I could just get in gain MP.
What now?
Let's go.
That's a lot of enemies.
Intruder!
Ow.
We'll hold our ground.
It burns. It burns.
Brace yourselves!
Captain, you've been burned. You'll take more damage this way, so be careful.
Can't run!
Wait.
Won't hold back. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
You dare defy
That's your
Kazooie's?
limit, Captain.
I missed it.
Thanks.
Prepare yourselves. All yours.
Let's stay calm. Let's work together. Come forth, royal soul. Free.
Ridiculous! Let's go.
Only a flesh wound.
Damn it!
Healer! I will not let you die.
I owe you. With these fists, I strike you first.
I'm all prepared. No, this won't work.
More MP.
Vitus power. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
Oh, healing power.
That's your opening,
Grant
Captain.
us solace.
I don't think I have MP.
Not this item.
Magic item.
I must into the fray. To the rear guard. I shall defend.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Brawler! You'll be done!
You fight well.
Keep it up.
Brace yourselves!
Only one left.
Let's go.
Finish them off.
Freeze.
We're clear.
Damn you! This is bad. I can't afford. Brawler! Take that!
And that's that. Victory's ours.
Good. Tis done. Remain steadfast.
What are you doing?
Having no healing items sucks.
This is
Token. Cat. 8 point.
The royal scepter! Has he truly taken it? How could he have dispelled those wards alone? No. But even if he has it, we've seen no signs of escape. Were the scepter his only target, he'd not have stayed within.
Where'd he go? No one's seen him, so he must still be close by.
That's the only other way out, right?
If he's gone ahead, he could only be on the roof. But what could he seek there?
There's more to his plan than stealing the scepter. Probably that day of calamity he's been raving about. He said we had until the morning is over? We must stop him.
Hurry!
Push the big door.
Onward!
Hopefully there's a cat soon. Ah, that's
However,
a good view. Giant ass view. Plaza.
Even so.
Okay.
No.
There's the cats. Okay. One more journey.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
just waving the spear around.
This is the royal scepter, is it? Divine relic, progenitor of all igniters. Now I need only keep it safe until the handover.
Trespasser. The faith of the people doth not lie with thee. Thou art unworthy of the crown's authority.
Oh.
Until a worthy successor rises, I shall keep the scepter. Only one may wield the magic of kings, the true protector of the people.
The king said no.
There you have it. The king will only forfeit the royal scepter to a people's champion. So, no risk of it falling into someone else's hands for now.
Ah,
Luis's victory is assured.
that's why.
All that remains is my glorious calamity. Oh, how they will cry when the swell of Magla bursts. How they will beg and crawl and plead for Lord Luis's salvation.
There you are.
where is the royal scepter?
The fallen king protects it. The scepter is beyond us all. For the time being, that is. Now, if you're finished, be gone from my sight. I'll not harm you either. Even I have some sympathy for fools.
Oh, we'll see ourselves out. Once we knock Luis's whereabouts out of you.
I'm sorry. Do you actually think you can stop me?
Of course we can.
I see now! No wonder I couldn't understand your actions. They're baseless, utterly unfounded.
Madness ill becomes you, Zorba.
You again. What would you know of it? I know no Lady Knights. Wait! A knight with blood-red tresses. Don't tell me you're the buffoon who failed to protect the prince.
Judgments mean nothing from a man who sullies the dead. You've fallen far yourself.
Perhaps I am unworthy of the royal scepter, but I can still bring change to this world. I can still teach them true fear.
You'll find that hard to do from a dungeon, blackguard. The time has come for you to face justice.
You, knight, have no idea what real justice is. And that mistake will cost you your life. Rejoice, rats! That witless assassin is dead, but I shall gladly send you to join him!
Okay.
Now die! Lord Luis's destined kingdom will be built atop your bones!
What destined kingdom? Tell us where Luis has gone, or we'll tear the words from you!
For all the innocent lives you played for pawns, I shall make you pay!
If we don't stop him, there's no telling how much he'll destroy.
Okay. Guess we'll just do every goldie I got.
Crush you!
I'll show you the S. I won't hold back. Flare!
Is
Okay,
everyone
I was
alright?
expecting light to be his weakness. It is not.
Not now.
I pull your strings!
So he has the power to control the dead?
Ruler!
Take that!
Stroll
You're
can't take any
fools
more.
to defy Lord Luis!
By this power.
Okay. Let's try fire.
I stand for all
This-
that we strive for! This won't do.
Let's do.
From our provisions.
I owe you. I can't afford to hold back.
Right on target.
It's okay.
Nice one,
Let's
Stroll.
go.
Metal.
Freeze!
Try ice. Okay, resist ice.
I've bodies to spare!
Okay, comes a corpse. That corpse is the second action.
Healer! Not now.
Okay, I guess Wolkenberg will just be in the back. I don't have any MP healing stuff.
Hulkenberg, pull yourself together.
With these fists, I strike for justice.
Wolkenberg, why'd you miss?
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Ruler!
Battle cry.
Ride in torment!
Everything's numb.
Bye!
I pull your strings!
Stroll's paralyzed.
Let's work together.
Can't move at all.
Okay,
Show them
electric.
our might. Observe the enemy. Here!
This.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Everything's numb.
Ah! Now dance for me!
Captain's hurt
Now
bad.
dance for me!
Get him some healing. Captain's on his last legs. Someone get him healed up.
Light!
I stand ready.
Heal.
That helped.
Now, let's make an end of it.
We'll combine our strength.
Let's get rid of the corpse.
Scour!
Wind.
Cease your pointless struggling!
Healer!
I've bodies to spare!
Too
Nice
slow!
dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
What have I not got? Darkness. Flash and peace.
Brawler!
Battle cry.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul! Hold on.
Spouse's melody. Defense. Probably blocks darkness.
Take it!
That.
Is everyone alright? To you!
With no holding back! You'll be tougher than I thought.
Was hoping to
I pull
one
your
shot.
strings! What a
Nice
shame!
dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
We'll do this together! Ha! Flare!
This.
You're fools to defy Lord Luis.
I defer to you.
With these fists, after me!
It's okay. We can do this. Let's go! Burn!
I stand ready. Here!
My thanks!
I've bodies to spare.
Ugh.
We can hit their weakness. Go for it!
I mean, it's not weak to one. But anyway.
Let my power support you. Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength. This should work.
Cease your pointless struggling.
Allies, together!
From our provisions.
You'll die soon enough.
I pull your strings! Oh, please!
This'll do.
Again.
Oh, healing power, grant us solace. I'll stay my blade.
You're fools to defy
Let's get
Lord
on with it.
Luis.
We'll combine our strength.
Ride in torment. I've bodies to spare.
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Let's try this.
Helpful as ever.
Oh, healing power, grant us solace.
I can't afford. Let's make an end of it. Take
Right on target.
Lord
Nice one, Stroll.
Luis!
Take it. A tough one.
Now dance for me.
What?
Captain's hurt
Now
bad.
dance for me.
Get some healing.
I'm sorry.
Captain's down. Someone help him back up.
Here!
That's.
With With these fists, are you prepared? You'll be not done yet.
Die! Ride in torment!
What can I do?
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
This'll do.
He's agony broken. Someone heal him.
This should help.
My thanks.
Die!
Oh, please.
Ride in torment!
Move. Hulkenberg's been paralyzed.
No holding back.
He can't move a
Take
muscle.
that.
Okay.
Impossible! This can't be happening! Lord Luis!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
You have desecrated the cathedral. You have plundered graves. You have taken innocent lives. Stand, fiend, and face your sentence.
Don't kill him yet. He needs to tell us where Luis is.
You'll get nothing from me. Just end it and be done.
You know Luis won't return that loyalty. Once you outlive your usefulness, he'll cast you aside.
Lord Luis is everything to me. How could I expect the damned Clamar to understand what it's like? You must know. Surely an elder like you must know what it's like. To be an outcast. To be every fool's scapegoat. They call us lesser tribes. They loathe us. Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing, when every day they cheat and abuse us. Do you think I didn't believe once? That I never dared to hope my efforts made me equal? Then I heard exactly what they think of us. The lessers are expendable. Send them to the fore, and they shall be our living shields. They doomed us, and laughed as we died.
But these atrocities make you no better than your oppressors.
You know, it's a curious thing. They say Magla is born from pain and negative emotions. Magic is a dangerous art, isn't it? I had thought to gather an unstoppable swell of Magla, but it doesn't matter anymore. Those lordly pigs can drown in their own dread. Sanctism cannot save this world. If we are to be ruled by a god, then let it be Lord Luis!
What did you just do?
This is everything I've been building my Magla for! A little early, perhaps. But now, you can experience my glorious day of calamity!
Hey, tell us where Luis is!
Ah, my lord, Luis.
Damn it! What's happening? This feels like...
It's a human! The human lives!
Oh, he revived. Revived the corpse.
Human? Wait, is it that monstrosity Luis brought to the funeral? It wasn't dead?
No. That was Zorba's gift, wasn't it? Animation. Reanimation.
I can have him grand trad this week through the plan.
Did he sacrifice his own life to... No. If that monster breaches the city...
We have to get down there and help.
The place is collapsing! Hurry!
Press clear. Press start. 9, 6. He's left 2. Get to the bottom, that was a lapse. Definitely took a big slow down.
Look,
Straight ahead. We took a
Hurry.
plaza. Stop that monster.
Damn it.
Good, we get.
I pledge.
That's good. I need it. I
It's
need
all
the.
well.
Outside, we're going straight for that monster. Yeah, let's take it down. Go from one fight to. Luckily, we get healed.
How can this be? Was this creature's rebirth Zorba's plan all along?
If it escapes, if it makes it to the city,
It spotted us!
His Highness's home must still stand when he returns. I will end this here!
Another city in ruins. Never again. It dies or I do.
It's coming!
Okay.
Look at the size of that thing.
It would be catastrophic if it breached the city. We must stop it!
But how are we supposed to kill something this huge?
Look there! That can be little else but the heart. Surely to strike there would give it pause.
But it's too high up for our weapons to reach. Do we use magic?
A viable plan. Yet surely if we can knock the creature down first, its heart will be close enough to strike with steel.
Then we bludgeon the torso. Knock the wind out of it. Hard to miss a target that size at least.
Start by attacking the body!
Alright.
Are you prepared?
Battle cry.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back!
Alright, well. He doesn't only have attacks. So I'm just gonna
Fire!
Is everyone alright?
go what.
No. Let us fight as one. Oh, Mystic Purge!
Let's figure out what it's weak to. Okay, light.
Ruler! You'll be done!
You hit their weak point.
I'll
Keep
show
it
you
up,
the
Joel.
essence of truth.
Okay.
Come forth, royal soul! Freeze!
Observe the enemy.
And you're got them
I
right
can't
in the
afford to
spot.
hold back. This!
We did it!
I'll show you the essence of truth. We'll do this together! Not this. The next one's yours.
Is everyone alright?
Ah! I'll crush you!
It's okay. We can do this. Lightning!
I stand healer! Not now. Moving to the front.
Okay.
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
Let's do this!
can do this! I'll show you the... Let's work together! Vitus power! Scour! Still up?
Only a flesh
Troll's
wound.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? What? The shell's back to normal. That arm seems to restore the It might take some effort. But Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Let justice prevail.
Oh, let's...
I will not let you
That
die.
helped.
My thanks. With these fists, no holding back! You'll be done!
Hit their weak point.
Let's
Keep
stay
it up,
calm.
Stroll.
Lend me your strength.
Hold nothing back.
A tough one.
Is that only a
Everyone
flesh
okay?
wound?
You gotta heal up.
Okay, good. Once he doesn't hit Stroll,
Can't
it's
take
fine.
any more. Someone heal him.
Are you alright?
I knew you'd help.
I owe you. With these fists, I strike for justice. I call upon royal power within. Right on target.
Now! Aim for the heart!
I will fight with pride. Come forth, royal soul. Wind!
Observe the enemy. No sense in...
Turn.
I shall vanquish evil.
Stroll can't
Let's stay
take
calm.
any more. Someone heal him.
Vitus power. No. We'll do this together. Maybe there's a better... Take this!
I stand ready for all that we strive for. To the rear guard. Healer! I will not let you
Thanks.
die.
Helpful as ever.
I think those soldiers are coming. I know! I could cause a scene inside and distract the soldiers.
As Calico to distract the troop of turns. Sure.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I did it!
That's
Are you prepared? Let me rethink this. Ah!
battle cry.
I will fight with pride. Let's work together.
Show them our might.
Come on!
Oh, come on! Can you do anything about those arms?
Comrades, lend me your strength.
It's up to you now.
I shall fight as the noble I am. No holding back! Take that! You see that?
Now! Aim for the heart!
I'll show you the essence of truth. Mage! Scour!
Healer! Are you alright?
I knew you'd help.
I owe you. With thee, I call upon royal power within.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul.
I'm sorry. I still can't move.
Behold, we stand together. Not this skill. They'll not break my defenses.
I can't afford to hold back. Guarding seems the wise move.
I will fight. I can take it.
Let's defend against it.
Oh, come on! Can you do anything about those arms?
Let us fight as one.
Let my power support you.
I shall fight as the I shall vanquish evil. I'll crush you.
Hit their weak points.
I'll
Keep it
show
up,
you the
Stroll.
essence of truth. By this power. Is there another way? Take it. Let's push through.
Now! Aim for the heart!
He loses his turn.
Sorry about that. I'm back in the fight.
I will not let you
That
die.
helped.
Helpful as
Heal.
ever. With these ruler, take they die hard.
Let's
That's-
take me. Win. Still here?
That's fine. I can just do a synthesis and hit everything.
I think those soldiers. Should I give it another try? Okay, the soldiers.
Comrades, lend me your
You can do this.
We did it!
We go. Avadi's
satisfactory.
Not bad at all.
what's the
Nice.
I shall strive to use this
New
power
means of
once.
protection.
light dodge?
Finally, it's over.
You have my sincerest thanks. You risked your life to protect the capital.
We barely protected anything. The royal capital's in chaos, and Grius was one of us. And now he's gone.
Stroll?
On the morning of the funeral, I promised Maria that we'd all be back that evening. Break bread together again. I fought with everything I had, but it doesn't erase the past. It's a hard lesson, but one so obvious. I only wish I'd learned it sooner. What can I begin to tell Maria?
We did all we could, Stroll.
And it wasn't enough. Maria's an orphan now. I hate how powerless I am. I should never have made a promise I couldn't keep.
Listen, Stroll. Alcest made his choice. To live and die for his country. If not for him, His Highness would not be alive now. And I'd not have met you or learned the truth myself. He and everyone else that fell here did not die in vain. And you have not fought in vain either.
There! It's them!
Thank you so much. I thought I'd never see my family again. I'll never take my life for granted again. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, no, we didn't do much.
May the teachings guide and protect you. Closure.
So you're the ones who put a stop to that madman's scheme and killed the human besides. Now the soldiers might rest in peace. Seeing that there are others who can take those monsters down, it means we don't have to rely on Luis. It gives us hope. Thank you.
To
Wow.
think there were people
We see
watching us
nothing
without
here.
our knowing. Hope, eh? Feels like it's been hard to come by lately.
'Tis a thing easily promised and hard won. But once you have it, it pushes you onward, so long as you let it.
Yes, you're right.
West clear. Or picked. But we don't know whether we see.
It's a shame we couldn't get anything out of Zorba.
And we still need to kill Luis, or the prince's curse will never be lifted. If not even Grius could do it, what chance do we have?
Do you recall? Just before Luis would have been struck, he was shielded by some manner of magic.
Are you saying it would happen again? That Luis would be impervious to our attack?
What? That's ridiculous!
Well, we'll get nowhere with idle guesses. To test the theory, we have to find him.
I'll see if my contacts in the Guard have any threads to pursue.
Whoa, that'd be great. The Knights are bound to have more reach than us. And we don't have much to go on otherwise.
But under the circumstances, I expect their forces to be in considerable disarray for a while yet. Don't expect too much.
I've my own matters to attend to. If I floundered this much against Zorba, I'll not stand a chance against Luis. We have to get stronger.
Well, until we've got a lead on Luis, let's make sure we use our time wisely, okay?
Let's gather.
Let's gather information for now.
Yeah, we could really use more of that. Maybe we could start by talking to some of the locals? In any case, let's head back to the inn. And I want to check on Maria too.
Your attention, please, ladies and gents. We've all seen the royal palace up in the sky, plus a massive magical rock. Apparently, all very shocking. I'm positively staggered. Moving on. The bit that gets me is all this talk of the next king. Word is they'll be chosen based on the people's will. Everyone gets a say. But right now, I suppose we ought to talk about all those other faces up on the rock, hadn't we?
Oh, I was wondering about those.
Now, the Sanctus Church has looked into it, and it seems like size matters. More public support, bigger face on the rock, etc. Looks like we've got Sanctifex Forden in the lead, and Count Luis hot on his trail.
Well, naturally Sanctifex Forden is at the top. The real surprise is how anyone else is that close behind him.
Oh, come off it, Count Luis. He's a man's man, a real pillar of strength.
Ugh, wake up, would you? Haven't you seen what's happened to the Grand Cathedral?
Hold your horses now, everyone. Just calm down. Won't do to just focus on the front runners, will it? There are many more pieces in play here. Take a look. Anyone who gets the people's support might be crowned. Anyone. Well, you could do it. Well, I could do it if I liked. Looks like we've quite a few new aspirants up there. All bright-eyed and ambitious monarchs to be. Had I a seat, I'd be on the edge of it.
Hold on, aren't you a town crier for the church? They're not going to like you going on about all these other faces.
Oh, please. The Sanctifex's lead isn't so fragile that I could jeopardize it. Besides, a good race would be some terrific entertainment, eh? Keep your eyes up and your ears open, ladies and gents. Albus Batlin, the crier, is going to have all the latest on these promising candidates.
I wonder how long until he's up on the rock.
Welcome back. I've heard the news. You took down those dastards under Luis's command, did you?
Who'd you hear from? News?
News travels fast, I see.
Well, just the nature of the inn, isn't it? Information is our lifeblood. I hope this helps him rest in peace.
I will see his dreams fulfilled. I promise you that.
How's Maria holding up?
Still cooped up in her room. She's not eaten a thing.
The city sure isn't astir. I thought it might be news of defeating the human. But there's more to it than that.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king. Candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
Speaking of which, I've actually heard another rumor. They say Sanctifex Forden's planning some sort of grand announcement. Word among the Sanctus Church is that it's bound to bring Luis out of hiding.
Really? That'd be great if it's true.
The announcement is supposedly on the 22nd. They'd not be talking about such an exact date if there weren't some truth to it.
We'd best wait before we plan our next move then. Might not have much of a choice, in truth.
Senate Council Chamber.
We have waited long enough to rule this land.
Scheming king. What sort of man has a contingency plan for his own death?
That face in the sky, is that really the king?
We didn't listen to some blasted rock. Name the new king under our authority and be done with it.
The populace would reject it outright. As it is so clearly born from the king's magic, they trust this decree as the king's own. That aside, when that assassin tried to claim Luis's head, I saw some strange magic foil his killing blow. Is that also the king's doing?
Is that not why we sent for that professed curse-breaker scholar or some such? Send her in, and let us hear her findings.
'Tis an honor, esteemed nobles. I am Rella Melanchorophus Cygnus, daughter of House Cygnus.
Yes, all right, spare us the pleasantries. We want the facts, girl.
Oh, well, concerning the magic that seemed to save Count Luis's life, we've seen similar incidents in different places. It would seem this magic's purpose is to ensure that the coronation cannot be decided by force, only by the trust of the people. If those who have earned a measure of the people's trust are being shielded, it must be by the king's magic. At least, that is my belief.
So what? You're telling me that blasted Luis is invincible now? Damnation!
How distressing. Yet one wonders, is our risen king observing each individual conflict between his aspirants?
I cannot say how it's triggered. Only the king would know the exact conditions, and we obviously cannot simply ask. Though, I can say there is one certain means of bypassing it. A duel could overcome this sorcery.
So they can be killed, but not murdered. Certainly a petty distinction I could only expect from such a blind romanticist.
And, that is everything I know. At the moment, that is.
It's understandable to bypass it because it's
disappointing, really, that so many would desire his vision of shepherd and livestock.
Beasts, the lot of them. A dog is happiest.
An honorable duel against two
They seek a
candidates.
king with strength, do they? Then let us give them a display of our own power, with grace, nobility, and civility.
Assassins dying in the streets. The people locked in an inescapable power
I wonder if...
struggle. What was His Majesty thinking?
Oh, hopefully she does, because she's at the point.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
I'm not... I guess for what we did in Grand Cathedral. And hold your breath on that one. Only the state armies getting all the... No, soon enough to compliment fantasy. While waiting for Ford to make his move, to go meet various people and timing allies of battle gates. Up to request the townspeople to open up more locations. Eat, waste. Even up. Sorry.
What is it?
It's explosive.
God, I am grateful. Oi there!
And charge of move. still gonna open the door.
What a cursed devilry is this?
Oh. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Yes. Talking about 1,000 once.
Hey, listen.
Is anything cool? Idle state.
Hello there.
Now then.
I have enough. I don't have enough. I need the idle state. And I can buy some.
Listen. That will be quite enough. Unstinking believable.
I just can't stop shit.
What you need?
You're not serious.
Facts. Trying.
What's happened?
That's the man's solve.
What's happened?
Stop that at once.
You?
How to handle it.
It's quite.
Hello there.
Isn't that?
This is qualified.
Wait. Yep.
Yeah, I could talk to the dude Mag.
Good go.
Mapping hand out the socials. H Academy gone. Bye and get things closed. And no. Does that heal me? Yes! 50 MP. Cool.
Unstinking believable.
Why did this happen? Well, I can't.
Close your eye. Oh,
Passion's
close
left.
your eye.
But no. If you do anything else. I get putting Van's not a bad idea, plus effectively mention Colberg. Donovan's master. Bounties sure. The bounty request is a center. Circus is very powerful. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't expect back. Bounty request. Play the man eater pen button as itself.
That's what you want.
Good enough wild dogs shows up eventually. Good. Wait for some. Oh, okay. It says let's go to large gates. Peace on your value of sandworms.
Counting on you.
Do so much to slay them, which will bring back them.
Let's do it.
Alright, cool. Good deadline. Rank is 2, so I could technically go well there.
Look at that.
Oh yeah?
On posters.
Yep.
So that's all I do here. I could actually just go wait for Just wait for the. Just do it. Make a save and just aim for it. See if. Take it out.
I'm just incredulous.
There's. Icon.
All right then.
Oh, it's
All right then.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Seeing like this, but
Ice.
Sure.
Cheers.
Dual save.
Yeah. Aye.
Now,
All right.
cool. And this, if this location shots is. Has vulnerability. Novelty. Can't use the flam though. Oh yeah, the town might grew up in drop by comparison. Also,
But that's...
couldn't be.
Huh?
Know that voice.
Rangeeth?
Thank you. Is that truly you? Made out safely.
Wow.
Unmasked. My goodness.
Hold on.
Truth is...
You served House Haliatus when our house still stood. Didn't come here. Think if this is you, the friend I've recently traveling with.
However...
Many times I'm kind of frame, old friend. You like the others.
That's...
The human attacked as I was fled the capital. Yeah, much less. Also arrived here with only act. Faded away. Let me help me. Would have had to meet.
Wow.
Kindness is more like an ask. Got your heart from parents. Arrived here today is because of my parents struck flee here. Build some house. I don't. We can find a way to help.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nurturing with a follower and ally and giving them responsiveness. Part to me hag, which I am in battle. Try to be open and receptive as possible to your followers' feelings and with them. Studio of the area seeing in right now. Here Marcus Lord Hydra.
I see.
Marcus. How's it going? Is Lord Hydra to visit? If I can negotiate you. I tell my name alone is worthy. Wait, brother, wait. Able to 87 years.
I'll definitely.
So much dialogue.
Sure, but...
Why is there no actual dialogue? No reason. Go talk to him.
Stroll.
Huh?
What? You're doing too? Or will be not for shut up, I know.
It'll be fine.
You? Thanks.
I shouldn't have you by my side. I have to go in my house. Rank up. Rank 2.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Reduces the mag cost of studying the royal lineage. Roll attacks a type 1. Critical. Thanks as well. Without the young master's hands.
Huh?
Not the young master thing, we need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
That was me and Lord Hydra without the label. That's for the 3rd rank up. We got money.
is it?
Amazing.
What in the... Fancy a bit of him?
Like to buy information. Oh Lord.
Want in on this?
Has been a large gate which shows
Just between us.
passenger, Balmont, giant monster birds, and heat. Burn like a breath burn like fire. Also supposed to fell poison. Owl. Fire match is effective. Cold being ice match.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's
You're a big...
Next up is... Oh, right!
In that case,
Whoa!
Ba-da-ba-da.
I knew it!
all right.
E.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their
Church
hearts.
fool.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
My model.
Me?
Now
In
just
charge?
standing.
Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there.
She
wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Alright, time to find a little girl. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Fantazio.
Where?
Oh yeah, where are you?
Kidding.
Yeah, that you could say something. What was the unknown?
Hey, listen.
I'm in it.
How to handle this?
Sorry. Hey!
Anyone like that around? Find Papa and I'll start several back out. Find Maria. I feel like I know one other thing that, yeah, a joke about. I don't remember what it is.
Well then.
Hello there.
That have a lot. Can't let it go like that with this. That's my guys, look. I'd not be the one to stop her now. I'm gonna pray for a while. The guard was scared of a girl.
Why?
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
There will be people in the future.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course
I'm a
we can
candidate.
pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I'm not awake enough.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Can you read?
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches
Just
on,
give him the book
and the
now.
age of
Go
the
to
new
sleep.
king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think,
Interesting.
ladies and gents? Are you
That's
in it to
how-
watch or in it to win?
The choices.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
Right. And hold on now, cause
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait! It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it?
I
Quite a
wouldn't say
gambit.
it's cover.
But it may well be our best chance at
Hey,
finding this formula.
the people like me.
Hold on a second. Getting Louise's
Get out here.
attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
English. Not is dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
Where's the prince?
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Urgent group.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Louise to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it. Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
I get a coach from Ogeda.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
I would took a bounty. Roll. When you're not there, look at.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you not here for this tournament then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme. A villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. It makes short work of a scrawny little urchin. One can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
One king types.
Duck up, little...
Why were you not fighting human?
Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Don't.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win?
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Oh, what's up? Soldier?
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea
Man,
how
guards
he
can't
manages
deal
to
with the
operate
Alaskan
out there without
bullworms.
getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Reminds me
Oi, oi.
No, thank you.
of men of good age or years of experience. That's cool. I imagine we could play much longer.
Hey!
Just okay. Do you like it like
Let's focus.
no dead?
Let's call it.
Oh, cool.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Be right back.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
Alright, I'm back. The cutscene would end just as I'm getting off from Chiyu. But okay.
Hey!
That's what I imagined. Fix.
Yeah,
Don't push yourself.
No cooking option.
Hello.
Then real. Let's go up. Can I? Let's together.
What? Good night.
I don't know what I could do.
Can I come in?
Oh, Maria.
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
He's waiting for us to return. Yeah, let's hear. Urge of Coney Boost.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
When you got me thrown out.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
No, that's not. Don't want.
Judah!
Lady Juna!
That's.
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky.
I really hope this not help me fighting.
Sky so clear. Let life be a light.
Pause. To make its own little box.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow! A Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's It's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
We're really questioning where Louis.
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of
That's
the
why he wasn't.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner? It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
Hey! Alright, here.
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when we did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
So I wonder if that, oh, we went up like 800. Changing. I think I'm more than expected. A lot of interest. The prince.
Just a sec.
So carriage. Shall I just run her along the main road then? Doesn't seem to be doing as much. It's crazy assistant runner. Take the compliment while waiting. Now let's have some more friends for a little test run.
Let's see.
I go to a place called Frontier or Castletown.
Let us hurry.
Hold on.
Let us hurry.
Hold on.
If I
Wow.
then was here, it's 4 days, night spell.
Oh.
That's in a carriage. So
Spectacular.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite...
okay, well, I didn't even see the wings.
He was heir to a noble house and personal
Now I've
machinist
seen-
for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable. Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this... Gauntlet Runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Ballion runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a
Now finding out.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby
Technically, they say monster.
I do understand the intent.
Technically, a knight
What
turned
do you think
kidnapper
of this plan?
would be a.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Too honest.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And I'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Alright, can I move now? Spoon. The Goblin One has various different branching room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by playing 4 inner first time out.
Oh, yeah?
Goblin One kind of it's like round table.
Let's see.
It's a campground.
Which one?
Cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh yeah, let's go. Joel, come up here. Let's do the Titanic pose. Let's go. Oh no, testing pass at hand.
Hey!
Items. What do you think it goes?
Really?
I mentioned no one wanted to get working on it. Acceptable. Pantry. Sinclair one. Got it.
So?
I'll wait for let's push. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, these are small beds. Cloth looks like one of those. my books lined up.
All right then.
The back deck. That's cool.
What's this?
That's really fair one of it. You guys just like the enemy. Alright. Go down the engine room. Also, there's more. Hundred hand. Okay, that. Okay, cleaning, yes. Third creeps.
Now, where was I?
No. Let me- so
This?
am I calling, right? Well, one of phones, one in every room. What do you expect in the world? Working, it's calling us use backups. One. They'll take your life in your hands when you travel the wilds. God, but when it was born. Not lost peace, zero them. One of the things I'm out there to craft in speed. This is my dream. Story, my girl. Best hold to a captive audience with no plans the next few days and nights. Playing by the old goal is a work in progress. So I'm guessing the barrel would be explosives, cannon, guns for belongs to playing down the night camera. Dark, no will need to rest. Continue toward your destination while spending time in the gauntlet. One out, utilize so add-ons with abilities into it. Now, raising kitchen works for using washing machine. Also, spend time with allies while traveling, which will help virtues. Oh, that's cool. Is anything? Magic.
This?
Laundry will take my mind. Seeing my max NP.
Understood.
Okay. Okay, so if I do laundry, I get and
Come on.
I do this, my max HP.
Got it.
Okay. Boom. HP. Laundry. Music all everyone's cooking tools whip up the allies prepared meals prevent face positive effects. Convenience buy them, win them, find them lying found. As much as possible. Read every dish at least once and learn how to create the ultimate culinary master. The grass. Oh, the recipes. So we should try to have everyone teach us a call expression. Oh. This. Pride and persuasion.
Speaking of,
It's like vomit here. Surviving. Now that's something of a carriage, but this is not a beast. Okay. So I might not be able to swim down with them. I'll do the cooking. Was 250 poison. Status ailments. Resource HP. Lower fatal attack. Wait. 300 almighty damage to one enemy. Stale black bread. Just hit him with the bad cooking. I guess I'll make the curative coney bows.
Let's check.
For one.
Now then.
So optimally simply fit on else's meats. As the operation development.
Speaking of.
Just the heat. So it depends on your preference. No time, no is time. Strike now.
All right.
So bad so far. So you stands. A little something done. Delicious looking. Cool.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
At night, the vast wilderness outside towns. Darkness forcing way through the unmarked territories. Only the stalwart gone. That established camps on a stage. Okay, I mean, usual, but you can also and relax us.
Your thoughts?
My smooth brother, luxury house. All the scorches all thanks to the mechanism. Like them in the dunes. And she could fly, but that's sort of another day. Dr. Stroll. Oh. I'd like to vibe with her. Who you are?
Well met.
So we're gonna freak I am. No strange traveling. Making all my nation. Octo. It's probably questions about what I've on. The new aspects that they all. It's cool.
Certainly.
I see.
Any of the designs intriguing, but it must be say. Having the arm and close reaching force in that slot. Arm the magic to confront a few anxieties without looking had not done the very conditional. Why was it so exhausting? Sorry, I'd had it.
All right.
Bit late. Go yet?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Morning to you, my dear passengers. Trust the sleeping quarters more than exceed your expectation. I probably not.
True.
Better than I feared because I know how tiny they are, but this is Angwin. Boy, remember who maintains this wicked girl. Only a grain of sand could fit between. Regardless of believing these air tunes.
I knew it!
Really neat, huh? We're just gonna go get the test. Just eye on the road, okay? Hands on. And two. 5 and 2.
Hey.
Let's go through some weapons. Good time. My courage.
I see.
Well met.
Oh, wisdom.
Well then.
Wisdom, courage. We're gonna. Fight persuasion. Okay. That's my book. Be more imagining. Yeah. With the imagination.
Actually?
I realized so many things. Government.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
What are you doing? I went off the street direction, huh?
Alright.
I wonder if I could have gotten the bond with Galaga if I did the right responses.
I say, we could stop for a break.
My head will stop in there. Second campsite.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Real prophecy.
That's...
So it's the whole year's been dead.
Certainly.
This calls a mind picture book by such. It's some countries, those shifts, the unusual Vincent. Exactly what a tree foretell the future. The plant glows huge. Is it? That explains it, but I'm sitting at fact, that would make this no mere tree. Magical organism feeds off of magla. Man of scientific discovery. Pulls out a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and draws the landscape in front of him. Document mentions all good research. You have it. Finished here. Take it. Taking it?
Yeah.
Of course, I've always committed to all the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Brief prophecy drawing.
Hey there!
Yeah, but she loves turning you to.
Huh?
Organisms form a tree. Varies in the same classification. Precisely, Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. Living it very closely, which is in my own research of flight.
Huh?
You've been observing me this whole time. I don't recall you asking. No.
However,
Attention back to the tree and put it of blue held in field elements. wisdom increase.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Locked in camp.
Speaking of,
Lord Corduquin shows specific bands with
your thoughts?
Anson's awesome. Well, hey, Gallica.
Fair point.
Of course. Could have lied. The switch has to.
So,
Inventing you ever find yourself lost in love. Which was the star. From most of the west. Night. The life in the
Hey.
Yeah, we can talk.
Now then.
Yeah, it feels like seriously we're surviving capitals. Capitals. And you, we went off the northern front. Power.
Speaking of,
Which I'm thinking about perhaps. They had no ally.
What's that about it?
oh, I see.
As in the strongest king. Doesn't sound matter how much power you have, but how you use it. Or if we've got one about us.
Then,
Being the master archetype is something that's quick. I was still there.
All right.
Go close. You'll leave the band stuff.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green.
Galaga, how you not flying backwards?
why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Whoa.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Two of the candidates are fighting.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
They're trying a lot of push.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
There's no one even. Would I ban Gladel if he's.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help out Glodell.
Let's give Glodell a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladell's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time! So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
The fourth deck. Had to move with us.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Brawler!
Battle cry.
I'll show you the let's set it up! Maybe there's brightest power. Scour!
Oh, healing power.
Come!
Not this one.
Boggy smirk.
Nice training. Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Come at me!
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Take that! You disgrace the Sanctus way.
Witness me, brethren!
To you!
With the brawler!
You'll be
Die hard! What could
Whack
you
'em.
hope to achieve?
Dear God.
I won't hold back! Freeze!
I will usher you to his side.
I will not let you
That
die.
helped.
I owe you. With these, I call upon royal power within.
Let's go! More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
Get in there!
Okay, that's fine. I didn't even attack the second.
Sanctism will reign!
Damn it! Let's go! Burn!
Observe the enemy.
Come!
Are you alright? I knew you'd help. Helpful as ever. With these fists, I shall vanquish evil.
Bye.
Sanctism will reign! Take this! What?
We hope for a good dodge.
Nice!
Oh, healing.
Please.
Oh, power of heroes! That helped. My thanks. Roll out place. Peasants! Witness me, brethren! Freeze! Impossible! Behold my power! Resistance is futile! Sanctism will reign! Oh, please! Sanctism will reign! What can I do?
Targeting Stroll.
Are you prepared? You'll be done!
Let's stay calm.
Somebody heal him! You hit their weakness!
Know
Heal
your
That's your
place.
opening, Captain!
Healing up.
I knew you'd help.
I owe you. With these fists, I strike for justice. Staying on the defensive. Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
Sanctism will reign! Brace yourselves!
Come forth, royal soul. Freeze!
You hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain!
Are you alright?
Yo.
That helped.
My thanks. With these, give me your aid!
Let my power support you.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough. Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey! Get down here!
You want Blue L?
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
I see our driver is Brock from Spawn.
Here, however talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh no, he's firing the ship. I should have figured.
Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble.
To see him in the back, just continuing to admire the ship.
Is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Isn't that Louis' ship?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Yep.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
I became candidate. Spawn. I'm king. Well, it's definitely not to save the prince. Hope you. Technically, if I become a candidate and I get popular vote, coming third, technically here to help him out, weird out other candidates.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Kumiro.
Very convenient. We're going to Matera. When we get...
This one's important.
5 views. Oh. Left noise to dissolve the doom and gloom again, and the nose.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Violent. Deliberately from this blasted shaking. Liberated, I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's bite, you know. Carriage can never keep. I'm glad you're. Apologies, I'm grateful. It's just hard to show up on the verge of losing your lunch. Then I pray we can avoid further Fantastic.
Isn't that...
You're Barden, right? That's distractions.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Artira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
If the gauntlet runner will get upgraded to where it just flies. It won't take days just to
Far more
get anywhere.
desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Eat bugs.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh yeah. Book time.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
There was a person. Definitely.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So,
As we
is
said,
Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. Oh, I smell trouble. It's your call. Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wild, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Versus had some
Exactly.
and wines. Last meal. Nice if it don't want the voice.
Pleasure to see you.
Everyone 10,000. Hey, got a house full of drunkards with this, so it'll be all worth it. It was nice to come. It's in a bag past the door. I guess strolls.
Got a moment?
This. Ah, that's stroll. I need more bugs. In.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll still telephone camp. That's in. Played at this one's castle and king. The water should take. I need 20 men. I could choose any bed. I could sleep across from an angle. Okay, well. Save. And continue this. Because I haven't really got far in this game. I might stream tomorrow. If I do, you'll see me live. Maybe. Save. And all in. Alright. Thank you, thanks for joining me. This was only half an hour and a half longer stream. We'll tune in next time. Either tomorrow or Thursday. And we'll get further. We'll get further in the game. Maybe we'll get a new party member or new whatever the things are called. Summon.